Sonic is kind of the M. Night Shyamalan of video games. Initial Sonic games were incredibly well received and praised by all, and yet the success didn't last. The games began their steep decline in quality. Sure, there were exceptions, good games thrown in to get your hopes up, but overall the games have been known for their, at best, tepid reception. The Sonic series has become so synonymous with mediocrity that it has become a running joke. Games like Sonic Movie Simulator and hell, even the official Sonic Twitter really exemplify this, but nothing demonstrates it like the recent Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Rise of Lyric is part of the current Sonic Boom iteration of rebranding. Sonic Boom includes a TV series and a few games. The whole series screams mediocrity, but Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric really goes above and beyond that. This wasn't a mediocre game, it was a bad game. Apart from just being uninteresting, the game was filled with a number of game-breaking bugs. Visual glitches were very common, as well as a number of cases of people simply falling through walls and being unable to play the game anymore. Of course, one bug in this game went beyond all the others. This game contained a bug so bad, it let you skip almost any part of the game, including many cutscenes, the final boss, and a couple of worlds in their entirety. Each character in the game has their own unique mechanics. Sonic can spin dash, Tails can hover, Amy can use her hammer, and Knuckles can use his knuckles. But he can also triple jump, and this is where the bug was found. If you triple jumped as Knuckles and then paused the game, it forgot that you'd used up your third jump. You could then unpause, do your third jump again, pause again, jump again, and repeat. Doing this, you could gain infinite height and literally fly over the top of the entire game. You could walk past gates, which were meant to prevent you from reaching content at specific times, allowing you to access most of the world whenever you wanted. You could skip over circles where you were forced to battle enemies. Hell, you could even skip the final boss. Obviously, the backlash against the game was huge because of all these bugs. The game ended up receiving a 4.3 on IGN, which was only exceeded by the 3.5 community score it received. While ultimately they did end up fixing this bug after 3 months with a 1GB patch to the game, the damage was already done. Sales figures were pretty terrible, and the game only added to the mockery that the Sonic series was already subjected to. Interestingly, it seemed that the developers of the game knew what a shit show it was going to be. After the game was released, a couple of news sources picked up stories about employees from the makers of the game, Big Red Button Entertainment, looking for new work. It seems that a number of them were pissed off at how the development was going, or knew that the game was going to bomb, so they fled the sinking ship before it sank. Big Red Button is still around as a studio. They recently released a 10-minute VR experience to tie into the Divergent movie series, which looks okay, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing, but obviously their company took a pretty hard hit from this game. Looking at their Twitter, they have 2 posts since Rise of Lyric was released, once about their new project and a link to their careers page. What all this shows is that the developers at the company clearly knew that the game was going to bomb. This means that the team had little to no control creatively, and they were forced to push out the game early despite the terrible bugs it contained. I'm sure whoever was in charge of the Sonic Boom IP thought that the game would be a bigger boost to merchandise if they got it out on time, but was it really worth it? I mean, anyone with half a brain could tell that it's shit like this, and the weird fan art, that's destroying the Sonic brand, which is no doubt hurting merchandise sales. Wouldn't the merchandising be worth more and sell more if people actually wanted to play the games? I don't know. I mean, I guess in hindsight it's easy to call them out on what was obviously a terrible decision. Bug testing is important, guys.